Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. What's up Ankit? What's up Ghost Dog? What's up Nui? Welcome. Arena stream better than BG stream? Is it so? I'm not gonna lie, I'd much rather have a BG stream right now. But we are still 3 days away. We are still 3 full days away from BGs. So, I have hardly put up any points down here. So, I might as well. Oh, and I also have some of these arena boosts that I can use. Up to that. Mr. Friendly. Ozdemir. Let's get my units. The bomb owes me units. And besides, the more the better. Right? What's up, Shachmat? Sandman Sizzle. Welcome. Borislav. So you're enjoying the membership emojis. For the rest of you, if you do want to become a member, that would be awesome. There is a super easy way to become a member on the channel, and then you have all the cool emojis and some other cool perks. Lady Deathstrike, I expect her cutoff to be about the same. Yeah. I still don't understand why, BGs have to go away for that week. It'd be good to have, like, practice and stuff like that, It's just one of those kabam things. Let's face it, the game's so much more interesting when BGs are around. Like, now, BGs go for 1 week and the game feels completely dead because there's nothing happening in the side event. Because they screwed that up. And, it's just not much. Week makes us want. Yeah, maybe. It's very clever emotional manipulation there. Congrats on 8th rank 5, but by the way, I was very surprised. It is kind of a cool rank up though, isn't it? What do you guys think? My 8th rank 5, a cool rank up? Someone's leaking a new difficulty in the eventcast. Ooh, is that true? That'd be cool. Telling you, he's an animal. People like, oh, this is super cope video. You obviously ranked it up just for Alliance or Defense. I really didn't. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, I can show you guys the conversation where White Mommy messaged me and kind of like said, we don't have a Nova, like it would be cool if we have one, but no, he didn't even like tell me rank that up or anything like that. I was like, oh, we need Nova? That works out because before he even mentioned Nova, I was already kind of thinking about Nova. I was expecting Adam Warlock. I haven't quite clicked with Adam Warlock yet. Some fights goes very smooth, and then a lot of fights go just downhill very fast. If he had Infuriate instead of Taunt, and if that Infuriate was passive, I'd like him so much more. But that Taunt seems to be doing nothing half the time. It's kind of like, when you have She-Hulk and like 50 Furies, and then AI still refuses to throw special attack? It feels like that with Adam Warlock's Taunt sometimes. And also, yeah, the fact that there's tons of nodes and things that kind of ruin him. Yeah, Infuriate would be so much better. If I come back to the game, I'll only rank on newer champs and so part of those old rank ups. I mean, that makes sense. A lot of people do think like that. And newer champions in general are quite good. Alright, I'll check it out, Ankit. I have not done a January 4 prediction video yet. I may do it. But yeah, the fact that Nova rank up is one thing that really pissed me off in Battlegrounds, or not really pissed me off, but I didn't quite like is now Ankit's Cassie video is not yet posted. He submitted the footage to me. I'll be posting it on my channel in the next couple of days, like either tomorrow or Tuesday probably. What I wanted to say though, and another thing that really kind of annoys me is when you match somebody who has virtually the same rank 5s, and then if you want to ban his rank 5s, you're eliminating yours as well. Like, you know, there are, for instance, quite a few people who are like stupid good with Hercules. And then I ban Hercules, but I'm banning my own Hercules as well. And pretty much everybody's ranking up Hercules, you know? So, if I know that opposing guy is like very good with Hercules, I will often ban Herc. But I ban my own, and it kind of pisses me off as well because I'm taking away my own rank 5. And I don't expect to see many no's. That has been like one of the coolest things about my Havoc rank up, where, you know, pretty much nobody has rank 5 Havoc. So it's either they ban the Havoc or, you know, obviously I'm not going to ban a rank 4 Havoc and stuff. But because my Havoc's rank 5, he's like a legit problem in Battlegrounds. Yeah, Hercules is just a bit stupid. Oh, you use Misty Knight in your deck? I used to use it. I used to use her now and then at the beginning, but now I pretty much only use rank 4s, and my Misty is rank 3, so I don't really even do it at all. Hercules causing a bomb to lose money? Absolutely. Hit that like button? That would be greatly appreciated if you guys could tap that like button. Oh yeah, those new time points will be quite interesting change. And yeah, if you like to run recall masteries a lot, then you're definitely not happy about the change. Let's use now. This means let's use now the Bishop Suns at rank 2. Well, I think Bishop rank 2 is a very, very good choice as rank up. For that, absolutely. As for the Titania, if Titania is duped, then maybe. Other than that, I do Scorpion. Well, I did Scorpion. I used to. He was my only good tech champion. Yeah, what's the only reason you don't use Warlock? Also, I did Iceman. Chels not my first. Oh. Well, I mean, fair enough. I've seen Kurt's video. I have not. What did he say in his video? But I have not seen it. I mean, it's probably in a language that I don't understand, so I don't really watch his content. Membership emojis are awesome. They are indeed. No, happy Andrew dubbed these players who love using Recall Masters. Kinda excited not to see. Yeah, well, I mean, both of them are very good players as is. Oh, you're just curious how much do you make from this channel? Ooh, that's a question you probably should not be asking publicly to people. Not enough. How about that? What I make? Well, it depends how well I do. Like, it varies, but always could be better. James Dupe Sig 40. Yeah, Sig 40 Titania I would consider taking rank 2. Yeah, I think so. Good evening, 7.8k will be enough. No, for 4th of July you need 18k units. The bundles typically come 1,000, 4,000, 10,000 and 3,000 extra bundle. So, it's basically you need either 1k units, 5k units, 15k units or 18k units. 7.8k units is not going to get you everything now. I do look forward to the upcoming season though. With the changes to the time, with the scoring, with the 2 metas only. Both of the metas look quite interesting as well, by the way. Or at the very least decent. Oh, rank 5 mats. Yeah, I think we're gonna have some rank 5 materials in the audience. Oh, right, I didn't add the thingy. No donut? What? Possibility for 400k Stormbreaker and Battlegrounds next season? Yeah, of course it's possible. It doesn't matter whether you're Stormbreaker or Paragon. You get points exactly the same speed, don't you? Of course you can. 400k to get is quite easy. Especially if you use up all your Elder's Marks and stuff. Like, I got 700k this time around? 737k, and I didn't even play that much. And I played most of the time with energy. But yeah, you do need Elder's Marks to get those higher scores. Do you see that 20-second Deadpool fight, Ankit? With Nova. 8k Elder's Marks, nice. All the shards of the match. It'll be interesting to see what it is. I do suspect there's going to be quite a chunk of stuff. I think those offers are going to be pretty hardcore. I think, well, 1 second. The huge benefit part of suicides. Yeah. Find that. This. And this. This was the one. I think there's some here. Second. So this is without suicides. This is the Nova without Susus. Nice 11k mediums right there. Got second Fury. The third Fury. And that is going to be pretty much it. None of that special crit, but that medium crits finish the job. And without suicides was 27 seconds. And it could have finished with that level 2 if I did get that lucky crit. So, I mean, it does help, no, without a doubt, but 27 seconds with like mediocre luck, I would say. Not too bad. Did you check Discord? I did not. I rarely check Discord unless I have to. Yeah, his Furies are, if you take a look at his abilities. I know Cassie is one of those champions that suicide barely matter. But, so, one of the most important parts is this one. Those medium attacks gain up to 10k attack based on the distance travel. So this is like a massive bonus in damage on those mediums. And then the Furies are quite, permanent buff increasing attack 2.7k, but his base attack at rank 3.9. So that's like 70% attack, something like that. So that first Fury is 2.7k attack, which would put him entering the fight at what? 6.5k attack, something like that. And what are the Furies that he gains? And he can gain up to 4 of these, which are 1.2k. So each of these, 1.2k, which is like 30%. So, they're not the biggest, but they're quite decent. But if you, get those Furies plus that bonus from the dash. Longshot doesn't, but Longshot does actually. Longshot has a massive damage increase from recoil. Honestly, like the damage output difference Longshot with and without recoil is ridiculous. Longshot is the definition of a champion that absolutely loves recoil masteries, just can't really handle them. If there's ever Matador meta, Cassie's gonna show the most. Cassie in Matador meta, Cassie should be very, very, very good. Masakura is ridiculously good at Matador meta. Did you know that? Masaka's probably gonna be the best attacker in Matador meta. The Saki can do this fight faster than Noah. 15-second fight for Saki. Nice. How do you get the dexes in, or you didn't dex at all? Or what was that? No, still cooler. Found rank 4, he's... Yeah, I kind of agree. It's either Future Ant-Man or Kate. I love both of them. I have taken both Future Ant-Man and Kate to rank 4. And Cassie as well. I think all three of them are like at the top. No faster than Herc. In short fights, can be. In longer fights, when Herc can ramp up and get his cruelties and precisions and stuff like that, then no. Then Herc will outdamage him for sure. Noah is the type of champion that starts with a very good damage, then ramps up quite quickly to even better. Just had the blade synergy. Ah, you had a synergy, you little cheater. I did it without synergies, so that doesn't count. You're disqualified. Just had the blade synergy. We said no synergies. So you're so desperate to prove yourself right that you're willing to cheat. You're no better than Kurt, who got permabanned basically. Yeah? It was a no synergy situation there. It was like, oh, Jindax just had a blade synergy giving me, you know, a huge part of my ramp up immediately. You just couldn't take that L. You decided it's better to cheat. We probably did that. We did say that no synergies. Because Nova was without synergies. And we specifically said it's no synergies because it's kind of like the point of Battlegrounds fight. Very, you can revisit that stream. We explicitly talked about no synergies. You can check out the Manchester stream. We didn't say anything about synergies in Winter Soldier fight. Yeah. The Deadpool fight, the point was, you know, relative Battlegrounds level fight with no synergies. The plebs requires luck. You know what? I agree. You already did rank 5 his Starkey. So, yeah, he's gonna get banned 100% of the time. So go and do it faster than 20 seconds without a synergy. And then come back. Now, 2 of my rank 3 rank 5s are from 2023, the same month. Wait, which ones are your rank 5s? Was it Cassie? Oh, it was Cassie and Future Ant-Man, right? So Kurt retirement video? I did not. What did it say? I mean, like, I can't understand what he says anyways. Like, cause, you know, he posts videos in Spanish, doesn't he? So, Cassie Rinter, fair enough. Yeah, and Nova's damage reduction against unblockables is quite crazy, yeah. July 4th deals will come next Friday on 30th. Most likely. I hate when opponents conquer up and I have my research. It'll be better for offense or defense. Kate is absolutely offensive type of champion. She's not particularly good defender. She's only a good defender if opponents don't know how to fight her. She's like a good defender in a wasp type of sense, you know. If opponent does not know how and when and why their weight triggers, then they can get caught fast by her. But other than that, there's just not much to her. Auto translate, he admitted he had a different account and used it to give himself 9 points. Okay, fair play. I mean, we knew that he did it, so there'd be no point in denying that one. Did you hear what happened about him getting permabanned? I mean, like, that happened a while back. Did you hear that? Yes. Kind of covered that. I do, however, still think that there's more to the story. I don't think that Kabam would give him a perma-ban for 9 points, adding to himself in Battlegrounds. I do think that there is more to it, that obviously Kabam is not going to share and he won't either. Because, you know, people botting in arenas get the 7-day ban, and you would get like a perma-ban for something that, you know, is relatively significantly less outrageous. Especially if it just occurs like just the once type of situation. You know what I mean? And that could be the truth. I mean, like, if it was due to the strike thing, yeah, then that is the other part. Just like a ban and with the escalated things. Cassie did Deadpool in 28 seconds. Nice. We'll have to start banning what? Massacre Cassie? Future Ant-Man from E5 face you? Something like that. That he's gone, didn't have any bans before, so it's supposed to be 7-day ban. Well, again, I don't quite catch that. I do think there is more to the story. I do not think Kabam would immediately give a permanent ban for adding himself 9 points. Don't want Starkey one, but no, I absolutely will ban your Starkey. Every single time. And you know why I'm not fun? You can ban my Noah. At this point, I already have 7 rank 5s. By the time we match, I'll probably be even more. And you have like 1 or 2. So I will sure as shit take away your 1 rank 5, and I will be left with a whole bunch, and you can't ban all of them anyways. Now what's the point of big account if you can't leverage it? Any good gems already? Oh yeah. You want to ban so many more than you can. Yeah, exactly. There has to be more to the story. I don't think it is just because of the 9 points immediately perma-ban. Either there is more violations that have been kind of stacked and Kabam kind of knew about and, oh crap, what did I do? And didn't do anything before, or there was some other thing that, you know, happened relatively simultaneously that Kabam became aware of, or there is a ban history or something else. ATN bully, Hercules says. Alright, alright. You want to see a bully? You want to see a bully?
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
See you, chump.
What's up, noob mother? Oh yeah, Kurt's definitely a very skilled player, like, there's no question about it. Like, you know, whatever you're gonna say about him, you cannot deny the fact that he is very skilled. Come on, use it. Why did I get myself into this mess? Whatever. Yeah, let's take that plasma. And of course now you use it. Oh, Hulkling saying he's best matchup. Yep. Of the Peppermint Captain. Did you read the email that Kabam? I have not read the emails, watched his videos, stuff like that. If there is something that you want to say about it, you need to explain me what you're talking about. Well, your view bot sucks. My what? I do not. Oh, if yeah. Don't have a view bot. And if I did, it wouldn't suck. This is like the goodbye video. He might not know. I mean, good on it. This fight took longer than a war fight. Well, yeah, pretty much. When's the update hill is happening? I need to make a top BG attack. Well, top BG attackers, top BG defenders, top BG dual purpose champions, top 7-star champions, and then tier list, I think. Something like that. So it should be out next week. Spidey. Spidey Ham. Hulk, Cassie, which one is rank up for BG defense? Specifically for defense? Well, none of them are like specific defenders. Suppose it's yeah. Neither one of those 3 champions are designated defenders, I call them. He also thought how he bought his mom an apartment through MCOC. I mean, like, what to say about it? I'm sure that there is some person somewhere out there who bought their mother apartment by dealing weed illegally. I mean, it's good that, you know, his mom got an apartment, but it doesn't mean that, you know, everything that he does is fine and dandy. Above her 7 stars in July. Probably will, because, you know, interest in 6 stars specifically has really dropped since the release of 7 stars. Long should will be great defense next BG season. I haven't checked, but, you know, he normally is at the very least solid defender, yeah. If he's relatively high sig. Low sig long shot isn't nowhere near as dangerous. High sig long shot is more dangerous. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I get it, obviously. Like, as we know, like, I did it as well. When I was younger. Сколько у меня? 7? 7? Да, 7. Но, нет, 8. 8. 8? 8. Who would you class as current top 5 champs? Well, I literally just made video series on that, mate. Team 5 knows it feel like nuke meta? Does it? Really? I don't think it's gonna be as easy. Nice Wagner. Big P is going to Belarusia now. Who, like, somebody should make a bet on how long Big P until he falls off the window or something. That's like the one thing is like, I don't think there's a single person who has read that story and thinks is like, that man's safe. Like, that man, you know, will have a nice retirement and nothing bad's going to happen to him. Like, they're gonna pull the Russian classic and poison his underpants again or something, you know, and put some sort of nerve agent in his like socks or undies yet again. Like one of those like Putin on TV is like, oh yeah, we forgive you. We're not gonna, you know, prosecute you. We're gonna drop your charges, but you know, just stay away from windows and swimming pools and be very, very careful what you eat for the rest of your life. Yeah. What's probably gonna happen is, you know, there's gonna be like small segment of Wagner group that goes to the Belarus and they stay there, and I don't know what's gonna happen to them, but the rest of them are basically just, you know, absorbed in the Russian army, I think. Lukashenko is Putin's doll, obviously. Well, senor, what's up, Avinash? Placement in our deal is that you are not 100% but only. I mean, there are always some things where you just need to make judgment call. Like, because when you're talking about like top 20 as champions in a game, realistically, you can arrange, especially like the middle spots, for instance, you can swap them around so freely. And I did make one mistake in my top 20 list, by the way. Hulkling should have been above Scorpion, as per my 2023 list. But that's kind of the thing, is like there's so little distinction in between many of those champions. They're just, even in class lists, let alone when you combine it together. Like, it's often very, very hard to rank, you know, I don't know, spots 5 to 8 or 9 and 10 in a class rankings list. And then imagine if you smash it all together, it seems even closer. So, you know, if it would be some sort of race, then it would quite literally all of those results would differ from, you know, from some sort of 0.001% scores or something like that. And yeah, you know, the general kind of thing is like whether that champion is, you know, let's say towards the bottom of top 20 or somewhere in the middle of top 20 section or towards the top of top 20 section, that is relatively clear. But when you need to really decide which one's going to be 16th and which one's going to be 14th and stuff like that, it really is, I'm not gonna say like in spur of the moment type of decision, but it really, well, first of all, I think it doesn't really matter much. You know, if a champion's in top 20 somewhere in, you know, 15th, 16th, 14th, they're effectively the same. And second of all, yeah, a lot of those things do in fact
Shut up and take my money.
Depend on some sort of personal preference and stuff like that.
Sorry, bro,
you know,
I
you
have only $2. Have a good day.
Well, thank you very much for the $2, man, and I hope you have a great day as well. Look at that, I'll make cute eyes to you for your $2. Thank you very much. Rank 5 Nova, interesting choice. Nova is a badass choice. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Some people were so mean in comment section. Some people were so mean in comment section for me taking up Nova. It's like, this is cope, this is why I'm not like in Masters Alliance, stuff like that. Everybody thinks that, you know, my alliance forced that rank upon me. But they didn't. They really didn't. It's like, I have been talking a lot of good things about Nova since I kind of randomly took him to rank 4. Because I have been doing like Atumas and Korgs with him and then some other tech champs and stuff like that. Yeah, he's not the best champion, I fully realize it, but I know, I quite like him. And yeah, there was a mention that, you know, it would be cool if somebody took Nova to rank 5 in our BGs. Sorry, in our battle group for war, but it wasn't even addressed at me. It was just like a general message. It would be cool if somebody take up Nova, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it because I like Nova anyways, and you know, I just kind of jumped on not the opportunity, but extra excuse to do it because it's, you know, a bit more random rank up. There's no reduced Galen's Harvest damage? I don't think so, no. I rank up who you want to. I mean, like, objectively, like, don't get me wrong, like, Hulkling is a better rank of choice, Null is a better rank of choice and stuff like that, but... How do you like that? I needed to change the sound of that clip because it was getting copyrighted. I mean, Toad is a legitimate solid rank up as well, I think. What's the smack talk about today? Everybody. This is a good clip? I know, right? Ankit made this one as well. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I absolutely love Nova. I just think he's kind of cool, and there are kind of several reasons as I explained. Number one, I know that this rank up is also going to be helpful to my alliance. I like using Nova in Battlegrounds. Another thing is, as I explained earlier in the stream, that I kind of hate when people have the same rank 5s and same decks in Battlegrounds, and the perfect example of that has been like my Havoc rank up. Because Havoc has been tremendously effective because either it forces ban from opponents on Havoc, which is not something most people would do in most cases, or, you know, he works as a solid attacker and defender partially because he's the rank 5. And then when I get to ban opponents' champions, you know, if I ban opponents' Hercules, I end up banning my own rank 5, so I reduce the amount of rank 5s that I have available. But if I have champions like Havoc and Nova, that most people do not have as rank 5s, you know, then kind of better kind of get to keep more of my ranked up champions. And another cool thing, especially in Battlegrounds, that I like is that people know very well how fast, let's say, Hulkling can do Nick Fury, or people know very well that, you know, Bishop is a very good core counter or something like that. And they draft around it, they take that into consideration, and they make their calculations accordingly. But with the champions that you do not see as often, those are kind of like the scariest ones, because you do not know how good or bad some of those matchups are, how fast, let's say, Nova can do Korg. Because Nova can do Korg in under a minute with full health, like most of the matches, for instance. And he's very, very fast against tech champions as well, and stuff like that. And that has been like so clutch. Like if you use some less used champions, I'm sure that there are people who know that, you know, using champions that not everybody uses often not only catches people by, you know, off from their guard, but also, you know, it's impossible to kind of like make proper calculations or guesses in Battlegrounds, especially with champions like Havoc and Nova, where when you draft them, first of all, you know, they're not the easiest champions to fight. Opponents will want to find counters to them. They're not sure which champions can be destroyed by Nova on offensive and stuff. Once I had no idea Jubilee is a good counter for Korg, lost the match because of that. Yeah, you know, there are a lot of things like that. Like, I have won several matches because of how good Korg is how good Nova is against Korg. I won some matches because Nova can do a Tuma very well without taking damage, with like doing mediums, and specials. I have a 6-star rank 5 OG Vision. Ooh, that's cool. As a rank 5 is actually very good. Doesn't get blitzed by Nimrod. Yeah, Havoc at rank 5 has been very, very, very good for me. Yeah, that was also part of my reasoning why I ranked up Archangel and Human Torch relatively quickly. And I'll probably end up taking Archangel and Human Torch to rank 5 quite quickly too, just to try and force out bans from my opponents. Yeah, Tuma is definitely becoming more valuable because of the change in point system. Trying for the Danny before the BG season. I'm not sure if I will, like... I might do it early in the BG season. Because BG season starts on Wednesday and we get offers on Friday. I don't think I'm going to do any rank ups before Friday. You convinced my 7-star shuri. Oh, I'd love a 7-star shuri, man. I'm well jealous of that. Hey, good for you, man. Recently pulled Kate Bishop, does she need dupe? I mean, she's very, very good on dupe, but dupe is helpful to her. Lets her pause her arrow effects by striking opponent's block, and also makes those arrow effects more potent, so basically more damage. But, you know, she's still very, very capable on dupe. AA and Piggy. Ooh, that's interesting. Rank 5 Hood is a very cool choice, I think. I can, you know, I need more tier 6 basic tier 3 alphas, and I could take up a champ in Mystic class. I have like 3 and some Mystic. I'm thinking of maybe doing America Chavez 7-star rank 2. Nice, Avinash. Good job, man. Let's see what 3-star arena boost I have. Oh, look at that. We do have a bunch. Not bad. Oh, I can put on some... Why not? Have some extras. We're not gonna need any for a while. Well, it could be Absorbing Man, Tiger, Juggernaut, Rintra. Or Chavez. Chavez is very cool though. Rank 5 Food would be a menace in BGs. And Rintra as well. Rintra is very solid rank up for sure too. Is it worth sticking up Cav? Cav is fine at like 660. I wouldn't give him more 6 than that. I probably will make some sort of video about my July 4th predictions. I will not be doing that. I expect this to be in every bundle. I'm going to be doing more generalized version like I did before. But yeah, I'll probably do one. Well, the problem with Juggy is like one of the best champions in every meta that he does work. And then there's plenty of metas where he doesn't work at all. That's one of those things. I don't know, we'll see. What are the metas again in Battlegrounds? Buff Toggle Unstoppable. Juggy can do that, especially with the Staggers, I suppose. Or just wait out the Unstoppables. Opponent's going stun immune, don't care about that. But that he can be used for. Same reason. Oh yeah, rank 5 Juggy would always get banned. We'll see some rank 2 gems. We could, maybe. I don't think we can see more than one, but I do think we could see one, yeah. I do think we might end up seeing like one rank 2 gem in like the 10k unit offer or the 3k unit offer, and I do think we're gonna see some rank 4 to 5 6-star gems. I'm not sure. I really hope they don't allow to double dip from their store and website. I really hope that's not the case. I haven't seen the mats required to get... I mean, yeah, we have... I don't remember, but we definitely have seen them. Oh yeah, Odin limits are definitely going to be 4. At least, you know. I don't think we're going to get new progression title 8.3. I think 8.4 is more likely new progression title. I think Kabam wants to settle down on new progression title of end of each act. The previous progression title to get Paragon is to finish 7.4, right? And I think the next one is going to be 8.4. And the previous one also the Thronebreaker one is at 6.4, isn't it? So I think Kabam is going to try and kind of streamline it now, where every next progression title is at end of each act. Topseki, you rank 4 your Spider-Ham? I have not ranked 4 my Spider-Ham yet. I want to rank 4 so many 6-star champions. There's so many champions. Like, I want to rank 4 Shuri, I want to rank 4 with Vision and Shocker just for shits and giggles. I definitely want to rank 4 Void and Pig. I don't want to rank 4 my Overseer anymore. I'm just gonna wait till I pull the 7-star. I kind of want to rank 4 my I-Bomb. Okay, so let's take a quick look. Who I want to rank 4 my 6-star rank race. I'd love to rank 4 my Iceman, my Mojo. Can't spot that now. I just wait. With Vision, I'd want to rank 4. I-Bomb. Maybe Ultron. Want rank 4. Pig for sure. I want rank 4. Danny Moonstar rank 4. Kiryu rank 4. Probably gonna be my next rank 4 most likely. I want rank 4 OG Thor. Or Menace. I want rank 4 eventually my Apocalypse as well. I think it's kind of a bit embarrassing that I haven't. I want rank 4 Toad. Zemo, maybe. Rank 4 Red Hulk. Rank 4 Jessica Jones, Atuma. Yeah, those are main ones. For a few weeks, this is basically... Yeah, it's not just a few weeks, I'd say, like for about a month and a half. You're gonna get 7-star Shuri as soon as you... Maybe I will, but you know what you can do. I already have a lot of 7-stars of champions that I have 6-star rank 4s. Rank 4 April can support that decision. Yeah. Finally rank 4 Torch and keep up with my... Yeah. The thing with Torch, especially in, you know, some Rinter fights and stuff like that, is the reason why I wasn't banning Torch in some of the last metas as well, because you could outrun a Torch in a decent matchup, you know? If you drop Rinter on defense or something quite fat, an opponent has a Torch and you have a nuke against something else, you could outrun Torches more easy these days because there are more nukes and nodes are easier, stuff like that. I mean, APOC diffed in value definitely, but he's still good for Alliance War stuff as well. People often kind of underestimate that, but quite solid for Alliance War related things too. And there are a few metas in Battlegrounds where I would have run my rank 4 APOC if I had rank 4 APOC. But yeah, pretty much all of the solo content is kind of irrelevant for all top tier players. Like, all of the solo content really doesn't matter for anything. You know, you earn all of your shit basically from...
Shut up and take my money.
Hey, what's up, Steve? Longest active member? Are you, though? I think Lawrence is longer,
I'm
no?
gonna slap you right in your penis.
One of the longest, for sure. Hey, what's up, Steve? Selber. I'll smoke crack with my laptop. Don't smoke crack, man. Don't smoke crack. You can make a better deal. You know, you can Streamlab me any money you would spend on crack. I will slap the living daylight out of you. And you will be better off for it, and I will be better off for it. It's a win-win situation. Ham or Cassie for BG attack? Ham is faster than Cassie, I think, in most cases. But overall, well, it kind of depends on metas and stuff. I think both are great. I think Cassie is better defender in nuke metas when you can stall the defenders. But Ham can be a decent defender too, so. Fake news in parentheses. I don't believe you. There is a bit of truth in every joke. How about that? Oh yeah, Ham is definitely very, very good. But so is Cassie. Cam's easier to play, I'd say. Yeah, I wish I had 7-star Sunspot. For sure. I mean, Battlegrounds definitely increased popularity of Sunspot. And then him coming out as 7-star was obviously super helpful too. But yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, the solo content. The solo content is absolutely kind of irrelevant these days for all top tier players. Because yeah, you get virtually all of your good rewards in you know, Battlegrounds and Alliance War and Alliance Quest and stuff. And then when Kabam does release any solo type content, it's for kind of higher end game players, it's absolutely fucking easy. You know, there hasn't been anything that's seriously challenging in a while, or if there is, then it's, you know, very rarely, like let's say EOP or something like that. But yeah, it's just absolutely not worth for advanced players to focus on good questing champions and shit like that, because, you know, good Battlegrounds and good Alliance War champions do perfect in questing as well. And if a champion doesn't do Battlegrounds Alliance War and only does in questing, then, you know, it's kind of pointless. There's like what's the reason other than for shits and giggles? You don't need specific questing champions in this game at the moment, because Kabam has largely abandoned solo content, I think. Because yeah, we get like EOP or, you know, Gauntlet once in a blue moon every like 3 or 4 years, something like Abyss. Okay, then for a moment it's worth to rank up something for Abyss specifically, let's say. Other than that, you know, you don't need anything special to do story content or side event stuff like that. That shit's, you know, quite easy. It's just that, yeah, I think pretty much Kabam has kind of discarded the idea of really super challenging solo content. Yeah, new champions are now based on how fast they will be in BGs and how good they will be on defense, and, you know, also how flexible they are. RIP 15k chance, Spider-Gwen's hiding cheeks. Well, Spider-Gwen was my last pull as well, so I don't think it's gonna be this summer, but I do think... Oh, EOP? No, I don't think we're gonna get EOP 2.0 this summer. Kabam's too lazy. Kabam's like literally cutting in half everything that they're doing. Kabam is cutting in half, you know, pots in 8.3. Kabam is, you know, cutting in half or completely refusing to buff champions. Kabam is cutting in half the amount of Battlegrounds metas we have. So my guess would be that, no. Kabam is cutting everything in half. I don't think we're gonna get EOP. I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't heard anything yet about that summer appreciation event thing yet. When did it normally start? Happy to pull Mango Extends on? I would be quite happy to. How Kabam doesn't cut. Well, whether you realize it or not, Kabam kind of has cut rewards in half, or even more, compared to how much you can buy in offers. Because, you know, previously, stuff that you could earn in game took you a lot further than it does now, compared to the amount of shit you can just buy in offers. So yeah, they can leave the rewards and content exactly the same and just offer more in the offers, and end results pretty much the same. No, 16k units will not be enough for July 4th. You need 18k units. It's normally 1k, 5k, 15k, or 18k. 18k for everything. 15k gets most of the stuff, but then there is this bonus bundle that you would not be able to get. And that bonus bundle typically is quite good. It goes in 1k, then unlocks the offer for 4k, then it unlocks an offer for 10k, and if you get all of the first 3, it unlocks another offer for 3k, which typically is just kind of a formality, because that 3k offer typically includes items that are well worth more than 3k. Smack talking Mando? No, we're not smack talking Mando. Why would we? What did Mando do to you? Time to grind? Well, grind away, lads. See some 7-star stuff. Well, you don't care about them, but if it's, you know, a 7-star Nexus Crystal, or a 7-star Awakening Gem Crystal, or, you know, quite a bunch of 7-star 6-downs or something, I would care about them, Q. Soon as bad. Oh, but yeah, you know, remains to be seen what is going to be the bonus stuff. In Noon, are there any FTP players? I don't think there's anybody that's 100% FTP, but there are a lot of players who, you know, pretty much don't spend or hardly spend. Who spend, you know, maybe, I don't know, $20 or $50 a month or nothing at all, some, you know, for long times. New Nation is not a wealthy alliance. There are like 3-4 players that are relatively wealthy. If that, I think there's about 3 players that are quite wealthy, and then the rest of the alliance is relatively low spend. Like in New Nation, even the amount that I spend, and I really don't spend all that much, is considered to be, you know, quite spendy by comparison. Noon has free-to-play players. I'm not surprised about that. Hey, what's up, Steve?
R5 Agent Scorpion Parker Cra $5. Okay, here my crack and laptop money, but Hunter says I should still buy crack and hide crime syndicate documents for my dad.
Hey, as long as you can get away with it, you know, as long as you can get away with it, let the big guy Steve, protected by Joe himself. Alright, I need to get back to my 4 stars, I think. Oh, or I need to check which class these thingies I still have left. Yeah, this sucks. Go. I hope there's July 4 offers for EMs. What? Awakening Gem on spot Nimrod and Phantom. I'd give Nimrod first. I mean, all of those are fantastic champions, but I think having a Nimrod Awakened and High Sig is like one of the more important things in competitive game at the moment. Because what spot does, you know, gets done relatively similar by plenty of other champions. What Nimrod does, nothing really quite else really does it. So yeah, I'll go Nimrod. Come on, let's clippity clap 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 them. Boom, sorted. Yeah, Iceman's definitely one of those champions I kind of want to take rank 4 as well. Even though, you know, I nearly did when he got buffed, and then I kind of hesitated and stopped myself because I went through my entire deck and I figured that there were hardly any champions I would actually use Iceman for offensively against. I suppose that depends on metas as well. How's your vision? She's alright. I quite like her. I just wish she was better.
Shut up and take my money.
Okay, so Tech is fine. Mystic is not. Thank you very much, Steve, for gifting memberships. Who did get that? Chetan. Well, welcome to the members club, man. Fine. Yeah, there you go. Actually completely free to pay. Oof. Still have Peter Parker offer. I had to play the game that way because I think that's fair enough, Paul Williams. You know, how everybody plays the game is entirely up to them. Doesn't make anybody better or worse. Yeah, that's kind of like the bad thing. You know, Iceman would be so much better champion if he just had a random 70% chance or 60% chance to apply, or some number of chance to apply the cold snap regardless of whether you crit or not. Or that, you know, landing second medium hit would give you ability to drop a guaranteed cold snap debuff on opponent or something like that. Because more and more champions in game do have crit resistance, and the fact that, you know, critting in itself is RNG, and if you do not have the cold snap debuff, then there's still a chance that even if you crit, you know, still won't apply, and it's one of those things where, yeah, kind of a bit of a deal breaker for Iceman. Like, you know, otherwise he, for instance, would be very cool for Korg, but Korg has a crit reduction. He would be quite cool, let's say, for Killmonger, at the very least decent. Killmonger has crit rate reduction and so on and so forth. How you do the infinite streak? Well, how I do infinite streak, I'm gonna be honest, I'm like a very, very bad person to ask the whole infinite streak question, because I have very large roster and highly ranked champions. So how I do infinite streak is I press quick fill and I enter a match, and I keep doing that until I get tired, and then I stop playing arena. And that is how I do infinite streak. So, you know, that is a direct answer, you know, to that question. How I do infinite streak. I press quick fill arena team and I play and I beat them, and I do that a bunch of times, and, you know, eventually I stop, then I do it again now and then, but that's how I do it. Which is not, you know, what you wanted to hear. But that is, you know, the side effect of the fact that I have a crap ton of champions ranked up, more than I can get through in any kind of like average or casual stream, so never really pay attention to, you know, what you're meant to brought in. And I really don't mean it like as a flex or stuff like that, and just mean it in a way that I don't even really know what type of strength teams you need to use these days. Cool emojis? Thanks, Chetan. There are some nice ones, yeah. Anything you spent on other than Sunny? Well, I can show you what I spent my Spidey thingies on, if you want to see. The Dragon Man 7-star is he good? Yeah, Dragon Man's a solid champ, man. I wish I had a 7-star Dragon Man. Told you like that. I wish I had a 7-star Dragon Man, as well as 7-star Mangog and 7-star Sasquatch. And the very bad thing is that I have like 2 out of about 12 champions I really wanted to pull, and I have almost all of the champions that I didn't want to pull. And that kind of sucks. Because, you know, I really want Shuri, I really want Sunspot and Bishop and Mangog and Dragon Man and, you know, a whole bunch of them. And I just miss all of them. It's like my last opening is like Mantis or Spider-Gwen or, you know, Killmonger, you know. And many of those pulls aren't like awful, it's just that they need dupes or high 6. All the champions in PG 6-star? Yeah, I do. I hold champions in 6-star basic crystal and 6-star feature. Only 3 6-stars. Oh, I mean, I'm missing 10 6. No, I'm missing like 7 6-stars, I think. Puncher 2099, OG Vision, Gold Pool. So those are the 3 of the quote-unquote unique champions that I'm missing. And I'm missing Moondragon and Sandman because I didn't grind those arenas. And I'm missing Lady Deathstrike because that arena hasn't come yet. And I think that's about it. Which we can check in a second. Oh, somebody asked me something. Oh yeah, which spider? Okay, I'm gonna do this round, and then we're gonna see which spider thing is. Good. Yeah, Mantis should be getting a small buff next month, yes. Alright. Was Bishop? Oof. Bishop, nice, man. Congratulations. Again, I'd love to have Bishop. 6-star Deadpool exist? Yeah, I do have a 6-star Deadpool. Do you have any plans to host tournaments? I mean, I did host one a bit back, but yeah, I'll probably do another one at some point. Soon. But people don't understand hosting tournaments is like a lot of work. If you want to host tournament, you know, you really need some people really actively helping you.
Wish you luck, $4.99.
Well, thank you very
Hello
much.
KT, do you think there will be a good amount of 7-star shards and Tier 6 class catalysts for the 4th of July, like the 7-star event a month back?
Well, it depends what you mean by good amount. I do think we will see solid amount of 7-star shards. I do think there's going to be like 4, 5, 7-star crystals to open in that entire thing. And yeah, Tier 6 materials, absolutely. I do think this entire July sale in total probably will have around 5 rank 5s in it. You know. So basically the idea is if you get everything, you probably will be able to take around 5 champions to rank 5. Because the spring cleaning in itself basically gave you 3. So this one's probably going to be 4 to 5. Because yeah, in spring cleaning you basically got like 2.7, 2.8 rank 5s. Because you got the gem, and then you got the selector of full catalyst, and then you got the random ones, and yeah. So I do think it's going to be like 4 or 5 champions going to rank 5 from these offers. Enough Tier 6 catalysts for that. And probably like 3 to 5 7-stars to open. Something like that. I do think, you know, it's going to be quite good, decent. Right, anyways, you wanted to see what I bought with my spider monies. So this is what I got with my spider monies. I bought bundle 17, 18, one of bundle 19, all of bundle 20, all of bundle 14 and 15. How many people already have 7-star rank 2s? I'm kind of thinking of taking a champion to 7-star rank 2. And I go. Way more tier 5 CC than tier 6 CC. I mean, I'm sure there will be tier 5 CCs too. Plenty of them, don't worry. Didn't buy limited profile pictures. I don't really care about profile pictures. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna get some. I think I can get one now. No, I can't. I'm sure. I'm just gonna. I can still get them because I can do that. I haven't done the solo objective. Yeah, I don't really care about profile pictures so much. Because last time an offer was leaked, it feels like a while. It has been a while. Yeah, leakers haven't been on it recently. Leakers have not been on it. I don't know exactly what you can expect in 1K bundle. That's too specific to make like good. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be something decent, but yeah, I have no idea. Can be anything. Don't forget to do EOP. Oh yeah, I still need to get that. Again, I don't really care about this profile. I mean, EOP one I might do. I suppose it could be a decent time to do it now, actually, to be honest. Just kind of run it through with Hercules or something, but Oh yeah, America player. I'll grind 7K units for July 4th deal. What kind of offers should I go for? Well, July 4th you will have offer for 1K, then you unlock offer for 4K, then you unlock offer for 10K, and then you get an offer for 3K. So you will be able to get first 2 offers and spend 5K units. Morning, KD in chat. Do you think Glory Store will update soon? Much lower rank 4 and 5. I hope so, yeah. I have been expecting Glory Store to update quite a while. Because Glory Store at the moment is an absolute garbage. At the moment, Glory Store is only good for... I actually need to spend some Glory too. Because it's AQ Day 5. At the moment, Glory Store is only good for... well, getting tier 4 basics and some other random in small crap. Any of that higher value crap is significantly overpriced. I'll figure out what to do with it. I don't know. Grab one of these. Grab some of these maybe. This is also like shitty amount. Like all of this is just dog shit prices. Don't really need these. Whatever, I'll figure out later. Loyalty and incursion stores are awful too, yes. Can't wait for... look at that. I'm sitting at 143 Battleground tokens. And I can't wait for Battleground store to update, because immediately we will be buying out all of this, And all of these things too. Da-da-da-dum. Did I need something? I don't remember. Oh, damn. Good night. Oh, good night, no matter. Alright, back in arena. Oh, wait. 143k, that's a lot. Well, yeah, I had saved up before the season rewards. And then obviously I was in top 10, so that was like 90k tokens from being in top 10. And 10k tokens from the Alliance rewards. Well, yeah. So, as soon as the store resets, I'm going to be going to town there yet again. There we go. Oh crap. Water. Look at that, we have 6 of these in stash now. 9 of these in stash. Getting all of them. All of the good goods. I've been hovering around Max Glory for several months now. Yeah, I have been doing exactly the same. I get pretty much to Max Glory. And then spend when it's time to claim some glory. Just, so I can claim it. But I think, I might actually, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna still do the same thing. I'm basically gonna keep myself at max glory or close to it until I have to claim the next round of rewards. I think I'm gonna start. Up to now, I was using my loyalty mainly also for getting the half a tier 6 basic and half a tier 3 alpha now and then. But I think now I'm also gonna start, slowly saving up, waiting for that loyalty for update. Would you rank for Tiger or Intro or Nick Fury? Well, very simple. I have rank for all of them. Which one I would do first would depend on multitude of factors, such as how well do you play with Tigra, what sig is Tigra, which game modes you focus on, what mastery setups you run, and what do you want to do in game, Seaborn. Oh, congratulations, Polonius. But yeah, Incursion store is just dog shit. So far, every single month, I have been doing a Zone 25 push. I don't think I will be doing a Zone 25 push next month. Because 6-star Awakening gem is literally meaningless to me right now. And 1 tier 6 basic, 1 tier 3 alpha. Don't think it's worth the time and effort there. The 6 dons is the only cool thing. Only Nick Fury Awakened? Well, in that case, do you have deep wounds? I mean, Rintra is fine unawakened. Tiger is not, so Tiger is immediately off, so. Then it goes in between Nick Fury and Rintra. And then the biggest question is, do you have deep wounds? And which game modes do you want to focus on, or just story content and stuff like that? General questing. Well, both of them are very good for BGs, but yeah, do you have deep wounds and do you run deep wounds? Not, then I'd probably go with Rintra. Oh. Then didn't shrug it off. Okay, cool. I feel started by the last war season with relatively new line, struggling with participation, finally placed in gold, which helps. Global is an absolute cancer, yes. Yeah, the problem with Tiger is that she kind of does have to be the 600. It's kind of like you need to make this leap of faith with Tigra, right? This, thanks. No worries, you're welcome. Let's just get on with some more arena boost. Oh, I can activate the... was probably expired. Well, it was badge. Also, it's a silver one. I don't think they updated the badges. I'm not... Well, it's a buff, matey. It ain't gonna be worse. Because otherwise it will be called a nerf. Whilst I have no direct details, basic human logic would indicate that extrapolating from what the word buff means, typically to improve or upgrade, then I think I can answer affirmatively there, Kabir, that Mantis will, or at the very least in theory, should be better than she is right now after a buff, hence the word buff. I know that people say there are no such thing as stupid questions, but Jesus fucking Christ, will you go over some of the stuff that you guys type? You know, read it out, read it in your inner, because not only you need to type it out loud and then press send, so, you know, the entire format of this informational exchange gives you an opportunity to double check what you are effectively saying, unlike in face-to-face conversation. So before you hit enter or send, just read it over out loud. Recruiting global is very old news. Yep. Tiger is your very first rank 5 from EOP. Yeah, Tiger absolutely needs max sig pretty much. So will you play her more? The details were off my back. No, we have no idea what the buff is. The details are not out. But you know, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I meant to say, will you play her more? And you know, even with this question, there's no way for me to answer it because the details are not out and I have no idea how she is going to look like. But I mean, this is significantly better because you typed in something absolutely different to what you quote-unquote meant to ask. Will I put in Falcon in my deck? I don't use Falcon at the moment because he's rank 3. If I had the 7-star Falcon, I'd use him in some of the metas, yeah. Go to top 3 questing champ. I don't think I have top 3 questing champion. Like, you know, I use Kingpin a lot for questing stuff. I think Scorpion's good. Hercules. Something like that, but I didn't really think about it because every single lane in like Act 7 and Act 8 is like specific built for specific champions, and you know, I use whatever champions fit in those lanes. And other than that, you know, in kind of like super casual questing, like if I need to go and farm something or do like side quest, then yeah, I use Juggernaut a lot, I use Kingpin a lot. Kind of depends also, obviously, what masteries I run. If I run Recall, then I use Hercules quite a bit, or CGR. The Bulldozer. I'm pretty proud. Made an alliance with 5 people in real life back in November. We made gold this season. Oh, nice. Nice. My goodness. Future Ant-Man or AA for next BG season? I mean, AA is gonna be amazing for first 2 weeks. I don't know if AA is going to work for week 3 or 4. I'm not entirely sure how well is Future Ant-Man gonna work for weeks 3 or 4 as well, so I'm not entirely sure. Are you talking rank 4 or rank 5? It's gonna be June 30th, by the way, offers, but I haven't, I probably, well, a lot of people are asking, so I probably will end up making a video prediction, but I haven't done so yet. Oh, Dr. Doom to rank 4, fast time version. Nice, good job, man. Dr. Doom is very good. Well, I'm sure that our alliance is gonna ask the same thing from the members that I did this season, which is minimum 300k points. Maybe, oh, well, I think with that increase, they're probably gonna ask minimum 400k points. I don't know. Last season, this season 8 was the first season ever when New Nation actually set like a BG minimum score. Maybe that strike damage seems underwhelming. Really? It didn't seem too bad to me. I mean, we'll see. I think she has a very interesting interaction where a lot of her damage comes from raptors, which are based on her armor rating. What's on Danny Moon? I actually haven't played much of Danny Moonstar yet, but people seem to be quite happy and liking her a lot. Oh, seems decent. Definitely don't think she's like a bad champion. The question is whether she's, you know, somewhat good or slightly above average or very good. That is what we determine. She definitely isn't like a dud. Do you think is, you know, fair assessment so far? I don't think there's any point of new variants. Like new variants, literally, you know, where. Okay, let me say it like this. I don't think there is a point of any variant content unless they make it current difficulty level, which is much harder than previous variants, and current rewards, which would be, you know, completely kind of different. Because if they release new variant with relatively similar rewards as previously, then, you know, monthly fucking EQ gives better rewards, and what's the fucking point? Also, variants kind of have their role, which is, you know, to let new players establish their roster a bit if they struggle, you know, somewhere transitioning from Act 5 to Act 6 or something like that. Then you can go and do some variant content and then, you know, rank up more 5 stars and stuff like that, which I think is perfectly solid for some piece of content to have, right? But I also don't think we need any more of them, because I think we already have pretty much too many. I don't think there's no need for like 20 variants, because no new player will actually do those variants right now. Like if I started a new account, I would complete a handful of them, maybe, but really doubtful explore one. And yeah, that's it. Like I just don't think there's any point or need for more variant content in the game unless they are adjusted for current difficulty level for kind of like top tier game. But you know, with relative, yeah, monthly event quest gives more shit right now. When the last variants were coming out, that's exactly how I viewed them. It's like effectively was extra monthly EQ. And yeah, that was kind of funny because Kabam said that the latest variant content is not meant for endgame players, but they made like one of the hardest variants in ages, and only endgame players could complete it like for a while. So it was again one massive Kabam Mike L there. Is 57 points in prestige worth for Baron? I wouldn't do that. I would rank by Valkyrie. I don't think it's worth it, especially with, you know, more and more champions being pushed out. Like Baron Zemo is not in the top 5 prestige anymore, is he? Because Dr. Doom isn't either. Take a look at 6-star rank 5 now. Danny Moonstar is higher than them. 6-star rank 5, basically Baron Zemo and Dr. Doom are exactly the same, basically sharing 5 and 6. So it's only a matter of time till something else overtakes them. Baron Zemo is 5th, sharing 6th place because he has basically exactly the same prestige. Thank you very much, Bulldozer, by the way. It's very nice of you. But yeah, 6-star prestige in general I think is going to be irrelevant in 1 week, so I would not rank any 6 stars anymore because of prestige. I'll put it like that, especially if you have somewhat decent prestige right now. Because yes, if you take a look at 7-star prestige, many of the 7 stars at rank 2 even at SIG 20 or at least are higher. So I think exactly the moment July 4th offers land, 6-star prestige effectively becomes irrelevant. You know, so at least to me personally, I really don't give a shit about any prestige that I rank up for any of my 6 stars. Because even if they help me out right now, it's going to be overtaken in like 3 weeks or something when I do a 7-star rank 2. The only exception maybe would be like the top 6-star.
Shut up and take my money.
Bulldozer _ yet 200 rupees.
Yeah, thank you again, Bulldozer. Can't wait for Gladiator. I don't know. Everybody is so hyped for Gladiator. I really don't care. First of all, after Quicksilver, I don't consider Quicksilver like a particularly great success that gets me hyped for Gladiator. That's one. And number two, Gladiator as a character, to me, is like a really needy, weenie, tiny little small, insecure man constantly looking for affirmation and emotional validation, and his entire power kit effectively is tied to whether he feels good and confident, which tells me that, you know, he's probably damaged and has some sort of need to overcompensate. And it's kind of like a form of self-manifestation when it comes to his, you know, actual power level, strengths and stuff like that. And yeah, I just really don't care about Gladiator. Anything that I have seen or read about him makes me like or care about him less. That is not to say if he's a good champion, I won't, you know, use him. But, yeah, I mean, effectively, Gladiator is like a tier version of Homelander. Shuri is a very good Doom counter. Yeah, Havoc can counter Doom, so can Nova. Okay, so here's the thing, Bulldozer. Like, don't get me wrong, but you have a completely wrong mentality. I seriously believe this game has nothing to offer to uncollected players. No, this game has everything to offer to uncollected players, because if you're uncollected, you have the entire game in front of you. And the entire point of you playing this game is not you being able to get all the good shit easy. The entire mission, purpose, what you should be focusing on this game is not to be fucking uncollected. It's kind of like starting an MMORPG being level 3 and then complaining that you can't wear a god tier armor. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? It's like, you know, that's not how these, you know, things are supposed to play out. Right? The entire point of you playing this game is not to be uncollected. Or not to be cavalier. And yeah, of course compare with Paragon deals, because you're not Paragon. Again, the entire fucking point is don't be cavalier or don't be uncollected. Play the goddamn game, increase your, you know, progression level, and then get higher. I don't understand why people struggle with this concept. Oh, Kabam is not giving the best deals to uncollected. Well, yeah, no shit. The point for uncollecting getting stuck in Act 6. Well, again, I really am trying not to be rude here, but Act 6 is 10 times easier than it used to be, and it is 10 times easier to progress right now than it used to be. If you take a look at what champions we had available when Act 6 was coming out, with the fact that virtually all of the nodes were harder, all of the attack and health values were bigger, when we had to play Act 6 with significantly more shit options, because most of the quote-unquote broken or hard champions weren't even out, and we pushed through. Yeah, if you get stuck, you know, you get stuck. It's not a bad thing to get stuck. It's a very awful thing to whine that you get stuck whilst having access to much better champions than everybody else did, whilst having access to much higher ranked champions than everybody else did, and whilst having gotten to that Act 6 much faster than everybody else did. Act 6 is a shadow of its former self. Trust me when I say you that. Check out the live streams from when Act 6 came out, and you're gonna see that when we did Act 6, you know, we didn't have, you know, pretty much any good 6-star champions. We did pretty much all with 5 stars. And I think when we were doing Act 6, we had like 1 or maybe Act 6, but we finish Act 5, we get first rank 5 5-star. When we were doing Act 6, I think we maybe had like 2 rank 5 5-stars and like basically no good 6-stars. And virtually all of Act 6 was against stronger opponents, attack and health wise, harder nodes, without the ability to swap in for boss fights and stuff like that, with class gates, which Kabam has removed for you, and yeah, with significantly more shit characters. So I am sorry if you're looking for advice and help, I am more than willing to give it to you. If you're looking for pity, then miss me with that bullshit, because you have no fucking idea how easy it is for you, comparatively speaking. And that's just what it is. Stuck at Mordo. Okay, so here's a very easy advice to you for Mordo. Ignore the nodes. Ignore the do not go gentle node. Hit the Mordo. Don't try to land heavy attacks. Don't try to intercept him. Just get him down to 1% health and then go in with a new champion. Most of the people do get stuck against Mordo because they try to be fancy and try to get those charges under control, stuff like that. You don't have to do that. You know, ignore the nodes. Play casually. And then, yeah, you're gonna die when Mordo has 1 HP left, but then just sub in any other champion and kill him. As for which champions to use, then most of the science class works extremely well. And also champions like, you know, Dr. Doom or Ghost with synergies. Virtually any champion can work very well if you have White Magneto, and you can use White Magneto pre-fight because then you can hit Mordo while he's stunned. I used Wasp, I think, as my main counter. Did he put Bull up there? Huh? I don't think 200 rupees is more than $5, though. It's 200 rupees, right? Yeah, no, it's 2.5, so Steve's up there. Next time, if you're gonna tell me something like that, check the freaking exchange course. How about that? You?
You stupid idiot!
Stupid Q. But yeah. But yeah, if you do get stuck somewhere, that's the entire point. Like, you know, ask for help, ask for advice, and learn how to, you know, get over it. There's absolutely nothing wrong or any shame in getting stuck or, you know, being ass kicked by any opponent. But there is a shit ton of shame walking around online complaining about it, rather than doing something to fix it. Because I can promise you, every single aspect of story content at this point already has gotten nerfed and neutered to the point where it's easy, comparatively speaking. There is absolutely nothing hard in story content right now. Cold's UK weather. Cold is like 25 degrees Celsius right now. It's very hot here. I'm sweating my ass off. Awakening Gem, who needs most? Doom, Valkyrie, and Tigra. Who needed the most? Tigra. But Tigra also needs 6 the most. Complete, we'll try. Well, yeah. Remember, and yeah, complete Act 6. I assume, do you have a rank 5? What do we need to become? When you complete Act 6? Also need to have like a rank 5 or something. But yeah, best of luck, man. And anytime I'm streaming, you can come in, ask questions and stuff like that, and I'll gladly try to help you get through these, you know, things that catch you. Because there's absolutely no shame about it, you know. But yeah, this will never be a place where you can come and whinge that a story content boss is too hard or something like that. Because they're not. Really not. Rank 3 for Stormbreaker. Yeah. So I assume you probably have a rank 3 6-star, right? Do you ever use Guardian for hazard chip in IW? I never have. Would I? Possibly. There is one hazard chip like that, Shock and Incinerate. I think Guardian would be quite solid for that one. I mean, you could use also for the Bleed and Shock for sure, yeah. Thoughts on Killmonger duped, rank 2 for BGs? I think that's a solid rank. I think that's a one chonky boy right there. I got stung against Grandmaster and first did it for 9 freaking days. Basically took me hostage. Yeah, but again, 9 days and then you get over it. You know? And yeah, I mean, like, okay, yeah. Stuff like Grandmaster and some of the other final bosses can be difficult if you don't know exactly what you're doing. But there is so much help and so many resources around that if you're even remotely serious about overcoming that challenge, you absolutely can. And besides, none of the new bosses are like Champion used to be, where if you can't do it, you can't do it. Because Champion was one of those things where if you're just not good at the game, you might get stuck there for a year. You know what I mean? But they even changed that, and they nerfed that thing. What's TheKiryu doing? All the random one. Well, I mean...
Oh, Jesus! Oh!
That's solid enough. Oh, come on. Why can't I parry you? Finally! Oh, you're so dead. Whatever. I didn't actually remember that she has access to armor break. In your top 20 video, thanks for all the input. No worries, bar. Hope you enjoyed. I mean, yeah, there are bosses that will frustrate you, but you can deal with all of it, and you know, instead of being angry at Kabam and stuff like that, you know, just focus on getting over those things. Rank 5 Phantom and Nimrod or I do. I think it's in between Phantom and Nimrod. I think I personally probably do Nimrod, but who knows? Depends which one you like more. The Bobby Fish. Come on, let's clappity clap that in. Nice. Okay, I think getting to the next milestone and then we will be fine. Do. Come on, let's get all the buffs going before you can do anything nasty to me. Yes, only 2 different types of buffs here. Need 2.9k, 2.9 more points. And that's something. Many more points than I thought I would put up in this arena. Look at that, 1 week with no Battlegrounds and... Man, the game feels so empty without BGs. It really, really, really does. It just feels so dead. Yeah. Why do they have to take them off? July 4th offers will probably come on 30th of June. Almost certainly come on 30th of June. Yeah, Kabam should be keeping the off-season BGs like off-season AW, absolutely in my opinion. But they're not. Yeah. I'd play a shit ton of friendlies. And exactly, it'd be a great time for testing champions. But nope. These scoundrels. These scallywags. My first run of AOL. Don't complete the Meet and Green challenge at the same time. On Ape and Kitty, A, Magneto, and Professor X a good team. I think I made a guide on that, Ellie. I'm not sure I would run that team in that variation. I think, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it depends how well you play with Professor X, I suppose, but I'd definitely bring in Strife with APOC, because that makes APOC hit so much harder as is, and Strife is really, really, really good for a lot of the stuff there as well. But, you know, it's up to you. Not the teams that I would use. Anyways, I don't think Kitty is particularly great for Abyss either, by the way. So, yeah. These offers will be based on both money and units. So there will be extra items with the unit bundles, as in like you buy an Odin and you can get extra shit and stuff like that. But there will also be offers that you can just get simply by using your units without any requirement to buy anything. So if you do have units, you will be able, if you have grinded units but do not spend money on the game, you will be able to get some very good stuff too. Not quite as good as the money stuff, but it's typically still a lot of good stuff. I think in order to get everything, you probably will need about 18,000 units. Because they typically on July 4th, the offers go 1,000 unit offer, unlocks 4,000 unit offer, which unlocks 10,000 unit offer, which unlocks a bonus 3,000 unit offer. So if you want to get everything, then it's 18,000 units. Or if you have less units, then your benchmarks typically are 1k and 5k. Because, you know, 1,000 units for the first offer, 4,000 units for the second offer. Then that unlocks the 10,000 unit offer and then 3,000 units. So it's 1k units, 5k units, 15k units, 18k units for everything. That's how it normally goes. Which smack are we talking?
Oh, Jesus! Oh!
We're talking shit about you now for asking stupid questions, aren't we? Stupid Lawrence. I'm gonna stiff my Hercules on you. Want to see Hercules?
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
See you, chump.
That kind of smack? Exactly. So you're buying from MCOC web store? Which one do you mean? Like, what do you mean by that? Have I bought anything from MCOC web store? Yeah. Oh, okay. So there we are. There we are. Look at that. Another 42 units, and we do have some more. Oh wait, I want to get 40k battle chips. Oh, more 25 units. Nah, screw the 40k battle chips. Is Q still here? Is Chill Rim about? Anyways, in case you guys haven't seen that clip, we have this clip as well.
Guess what? Fuck you, that's what. Hey, Gator. Huh. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, get back into that water where you belong. Hey, Bear, I don't want to have to tell you again. Get the hell out of here, alright? Get out of here, you son of a bitch! Get out of here!
Did you expect your crummy webs to stop me? Yes! Good move!
I got myself a Scorpio clip as well. Just oops, what happened there? Look at that, 6.3 something games. And obviously I'm just saying, be careful. It's a very powerful duo. Bullying Spider-Man in 2019, bullying him to glyphs. Well, to be fair, I actually got a separate clip every time Spider-Man loses or fucks up.
I don't feel so good. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, sir. Please. Please, I don't want to go. Sir.
Jugs can do havoc, but you do need to be quite careful with that. Not the easiest thing to do. I mean, we also obviously had to have a Hulk flip.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
Now that I have 7-star Hulk. Yeah, Jugs vs. Hulk, quite a lot of heavy betting. Against very big havoc, you also can just go for level 3, and then you can nuke. Anyways, I think that will be it for today's stream. Hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Tomorrow, I will be back. I'll probably do like 8.3 beta tomorrow morning because there's absolutely nothing else to do in the place. Literally will not even, you know, I won't even have arena to do tomorrow morning, so that probably I will either take a morning off or I will do 8.3 beta. We'll see how that works out. Oh, by the way, I needed to add here, I think, forgot something, because we did get like 60, I think that marks up to 270. I think that's appropriate now. Anyhow, that will do for today's stream. Huge thank you to Steve, huge thank you to Wish You Luck, huge thank you to Bulldozer as well, and to Kevin Jackson. You guys are awesome, and you guys enable me to do what I am doing right here. So, if you would be as so kind to hit that like button on your way out, and I shall catch you guys later. Bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the